All right, everyone. Welcome to Stats Edge Trading, and let's do this for the 13th of June, 2023. Another interesting day in the market, another boring day in crypto. As always, if you want screenshots of all of the charts I'm going to share and more, or if you just want this video delivered to your email inbox every day just to make things nice and easy, go to statsedgetrading.com. That's also what that QR code does there. You can just sign up for my email list there. I send you this every night for free. Also, access to all of my trading tools there. There's discount codes for all those. Save you a couple bucks, and that helps out the channel here. So, without further ado, and as always, starting with Bitcoin here, and nothing happening again. So, starting to look more and more like a bear flag in through here, right? We push down, we consolidate sideways for a period of time. I still have my stop limit into short. It's either going to get triggered or it's not, right? It's just one of those, put it in. I don't really have to worry about it anymore. I just look at Bitcoin once a day just to see kind of what's happening. And again, a whole lot of nothing when it comes to Bitcoin. So next is gold. Back to this support, right? So the note that I have support holds, that was right here, bounced off, and then we took another bounce off, and now we've pulled back into it. So this is the high from back here and also the anchored VWAP from back here. So it's a pretty important level in gold. We have to watch that one closely. I currently don't have a position, but if we start to get some strength, I would like to pick some up there as well. It seems like everything else in the world is rallying, so it kind of makes sense that, if you believe gold is a safe asset, that it's, resting or pausing, but it's not selling. It's just holding at these levels. So I don't know really what to take from that other than I'm waiting to see if the support holds. Give me a good low risk play to see if I can get in some here as well, right? Might be worthwhile anchoring a view out from the top here. If you want to be conservative, you could just say, okay, if we get and hold over that one, great. If we break under this one, probably time to go. USD JPY, nice kind of symmetrical triangle here. Broke out of that a little bit today and held. So that's bearish for the yen, obviously. It's got room to highs here. I don't know if that's going to take place, but I'm watching this on a shorter time frame. If we can get a nice little pullback or a hold or something here, might be interesting buying the US dollar yen, so shorting the yen, see if we get a continuation of that move there. Last but not least, for the currency space, we have the US CAD. And you can see we're just holding support here. So we're right back down. We have a pretty substantial sell-off into this support zone. It's acted as support a few times. So again, I'm in shorter time frames on this one, looking to see if we're going to get a bounce at this level. Just, again, playing around, seeing if and when any of these things are going to make moves off support. And again, when it comes to FX, the way I look at FX is because it doesn't trend like stocks, I'm not really going to just buy breakouts and breakdowns the way that I would stocks. But if I see an important level, then I can go into the 30-minute, the hour, the 4-hour, whatever your shorter time frame is, and look and see, okay, if we're breaking out of something there, then those are trades that I can take. And the beauty of that is, right, you can get FX brokers or prop firms or whatever anywhere, provide pretty substantial leverage and allow you to take trades like that. So now we are into trade ideas here. Again, link on my website in the description below. Stats Edge is just the easy way. If you go to trade ideas, use Stats Edge, save yourself 15%. And again, this is what I use on a daily basis for all of my scanning, equity charting, all that kind of fun stuff. So we're here on the dollar. And again, just another strong day. A breakout and a continuation. Another strong day on the dollar here. So again, really nothing to say or nothing to write home other than that. We have CPI tomorrow. So we have CPI midday tomorrow. I have a rule. I don't trade CPI days. I don't even look at the markets until the very end of the day. So I have a whole bunch of things scheduled to do that aren't looking at that. I've got maybe a video to make, some strategies I'm going to tweak, all that kind of stuff. It's up to you if you want to trade, but especially if you're a day trader, again, I've noticed you have complete chop in the morning, then you have this craziness around CPI, and then sometimes you get a trend in the close sometimes. So I'm not really interested in that. I'm more interested in the next day. So Thursday will be a very interesting day for me because on Wednesday, there's not a lot of giant institutions that are making massive life-changing decisions on CPI day. They will all take that, give it to the nerds, calculate everything out, and then, figure out what to do from there. So the next day is very, very interesting. But, we're still in an uptrend. But surprises generally happen in the direction of the trend. So if that's what's going to happen, then it wouldn't shock me at all. Another the ETF I'm looking at, IBB here, nice little breakout. This is your biotech ETF. You can see a little underperforming a lot of other things, not quite, broken out of these November highs, but nice little breakout here on IBB, a nice strong candle. Everything was up today, but this one's kind of interesting to see. So we're going to take a look at some names here. Again, I don't show all of the names just because there's you can see them all on watch here. But again, if you go to statsedgetrading.com, sign up for the email list there. I'll just, every night I email out. It has all of the screenshots, all the names. So you get all those charts and more. So BRBR, full disclosure, pulled the trigger, bought some of this on the close. You can see it held this, this one. You can see the anchored VWAP from this gap that it had here. Held a support here, here, and here. So maybe we're getting another turn back up. So I did take a trade on that. I'm wrong if we're out in this area right here. Another couple I've added to the list. I've added GII. This one had a big strong gap up on earnings or something. Pull back. It's fighting this $20 level and the anchored VWAP. Kind of a battle going on there. So a continuation push out from there. These blue lines on the chart, these are my price alerts. So again, I just set these alerts and just kind of let them go. So Mara, I've talked about. Ferg, I've talked about. HELE, I've talked about. LNTH is a new one. LNTH. And this one, the gap goes back a long time. You can see the large gap here. And these are mostly all from what's becoming my favorite scanner in Trade Ideas, which is just the AVWAP from large gap. So it just looks for the largest gap that's happened in 6 months or a year. And then it says, okay, is this an important gap? And then I just scan through it, and then it's looking for stocks that the AVWAP is near current price. And again, you can see right here, acted as support, rocketed from that, and now we're right back to that level with a little green candle. So if we get a bounce from that, I'm interested in that. SGRY was another new one. And this one's kind of just like a little base, but it's the same type of thing. So we have the AVWAP right before the gap here. It sells off and then bounces and sells off and bounces. I think $40 just the whole number area. Again, just looking for a breakout of this base. One thing I love about this scan is it's so simple. The setup is just so simple that, again, you're noticing more and more for the subscribers of my email are just coming from this scan, because it just makes everything so simple. I know exactly where I'm wrong. I know exactly what I'm looking for. And again, just makes life simple. So YEXT. So this one's, again, holding this anchored VWAP. Seems to be struggling around this $14 area. If we can get a high volume or a high momentum push, that's when I'm interested in this one, because there does seem to be some resistance here at 14. And I think, oh no, one more. VRSK. So VRSK, you'll notice I actually have two price alerts. I've got one above price and I've got one below price. That's just because I'm looking to see maybe this will pull back as well. Again, the idea here is that this gap has shifted fundamentals in some way, right? So this gap there's something going on. There's some sort of news event or earnings or product release or whatever. But people now care about this stock, and people are buying it on dips. So that's boil it down to the bare bones. The AVWAP is kind of an area where hedge funds will transact. So as it pulls into that AVWAP, I'm just looking to see, hey, does it hold? Does it look like there's some support there? If so, then I'm going to take it. So this one, if it gets back and closes over 220, that might be a good area to take a shot. So I have an order there as well, or sorry, a price alert there as well. And then down below here, if it pulls back to the AVWAP, I want to be alerted to on that. I took one trade on NVIDIA, and I talked about this on Trader TV, where when it pulled back to the AVWAP, I zoomed into a lower time frame chart and actually got a great entry. So, and I've mentioned this one in the emails and on these videos as well. So I have a pretty good chunk of NVIDIA from kind of the 385 area. And, maybe we're going to get a second leg here. Who knows? But that's why I have that price alert there, because if we can kind of pull into price a bit, then that's kind of what I'm looking for on that is, hey, if it pulls into price or pulls into that AVWAP, then maybe I can zoom into a shorter term time if I'm around and see if I can ping off a little entry there. So that's it. Again, if you want these emailed directly to you with all of the screenshots attached, scan the QR code right now or just go to statsedtrading.com. You can sign up for the email list there. And thank you all for coming by. I'll talk to you more.